Hi, and welcome to Miss Clayton's website. I used Weebly as my foundation for my website. I had used it in the past and I really liked how easy it was to navigate through and add different tabs and pictures and to set up each page. I thought that was very easy. I had tried a few other um, website bases, but I was not as pleased as I was with the Weebly. So if we go through, this is a mock website that I thought I would do to help show future employers that I want to include technology into the education within the classroom. I felt that having a mock website would show them how I would do it and how I would have open parent communication and how easy it was to navigate through if they don't use this type of thing. So this is the home page of my website. If we scroll down, I talk about myself and who I am and what degrees I have and why I'm qualified. I also talk about that in my photo babble here. If we scroll down, this is my journey as to how I got to where I am today. That I didn't take the straight and narrow path to education, that it took me a while to figure it out and get to where I am today and to be successful and happy with it. I then have a quick spot for parents to send me an email, as well as up here I have a email slot where they can email me directly from the top bar, or they can scroll down and put their name and email and quick comments, or they could just call the classroom and I stated when I'm available. So then down here I have my other photo babble, which talks about how I would like to use this page for future employers to show them that I'm interested. I think this is where then I would change it once I get a job. I would take this out and I'd actually set it up for the classroom that I am in. So if we go to the next page, which is my welcome page, this is our welcome to our classroom. This is about the classroom and what we'd be learning. This is a classroom that I've currently observed in. This is one page that I feel I would like help with on how to change it so it doesn't seem so heavy in wording. So any feedback that you guys can give me on this page, that would be wonderful. Then I have my mind map, which is why I designed the page the way I did and how I felt that it was going to be helpful to design the page. I thought this would be good for people to see because then it's not like, well, why did you just come up with this page? It shows that I had a thought process to it. Down here I then have my bullying, cyberbullying screencast, and then I have a direct link to the bullying, cyberbullying page for students, which is also up here on the top bar. I felt that that would be helpful so parents would be able to see it in two different places and they'd be able to click on it and bring them to that page. I then have the school information. I have the school website that I currently work at, and then I have the school lunch calendar, the direct link to the elementary school because there's not only an elementary school, there's a middle school and high school as well. And then I have the school calendar. My next page is my classroom information. This has my social media in the classroom statement. I felt that's important for parents to see as to how I feel about social media in the classroom and future employers as well, because some schools have a very strict social media policy and others do not. This can help them understand my mindset in social media. I also have my technology in the classroom screencast, which I felt was important because it shows how I'm going to use technology in the classroom and why I feel it is important to use it. And then I have some more links to the school. I have the direct link to the elementary events page, which shows you conference days that are coming up. It shows you different after school activities that are going on, and it also shows you if we're having like any guest speakers or anything of that sort. I have the district school calendar up. that shows you the brief overview of when vacations are, days off, and all that. And then I have a printable school calendar, which is a normal size calendar with the big boxes, but I like it because it also states what's going on each day throughout that month. So next we go to the weekly homework page. On my weekly homework page, I'm going to talk about up here like what we are working on this week and a brief overview of that. If we scroll down, it starts out with audio files and how I feel they're important, but not only for teachers, but for parents and students as well. And I have an audio file for parents to listen to. I have next our math section, which is in base 10. I have a site for extra help, and then I also have a whiteboard mini lesson. Next is my ELA spelling. I have the list of all of our spelling words we'd be working on, and then to the Common Core State Standards spelling words so parents can see where these words are coming from and how they align to the Common Core State Standards. Next is science, and they're learning about plants, so I have a self-created video here about plants and the different parts of the plants. And then next they're getting into photosynthesis, so I have a little clip on photosynthesis for students to view as well. Next are learning links. Under learning links, I have all different sites that are recommended for parents to use with their students, but students can also use them on their own. Each picture, if you click on them, will bring you to that website, and I have a brief bio of what the website is and why it is important to use. This is my Symbalu. I have it set up for parent resources, student resources, and teachers or other professional resources as well. This is my anecdotal bibliography of 5 websites. I have them all listed out right here for parents to view, and if they would like, I have it set up so they can actually download the file and have it in hand as well. And these are my parent links that I felt were important to the Common Core State Standards and Engage New York, which tells, both of them tells you the standards we're working with, but Engage New York shows you how we're doing it and the background information on it. So next is our Student Center. This would be set up for students to help each month put up new pictures to explain what we're doing or learning about. Like this month we learned about leprechauns, and we had I have 2 pictures of the leprechauns up that we did, and then we had a guest speaker named James Snack. He did magic tricks and taught them about respect, so they had to write a letter to someone else to tell them about it. It was really nice. Then we took a trip to a local plant nursery, and we got to plant plants. So the students got to not only hear about the different parts of the plant in science class, we're actually doing it and growing them, and they can see how long it takes to grow the plants. For this section of the website, I would actually have students doing it. I wouldn't be doing it. I would have a student of the week. They would each take time out to write a little blurb to family and friends so parents can see that it is actually student center and it is a student base of the page. If you have any other ideas as to what I could put on here to help, that would also be awesome. So the last page I have is information on bullying, cyberbullying. I felt it was important to put this under its own tab so parents had a direct place to go to if they needed information on this, or they felt their students were being bullied, or they knew of another child that was being bullied, because they tend to say a little more at home than they would to teachers because they don't want to get other students in trouble. So I have the page broken down to resources for students and resources for parents. I felt this was important to separate the information for both because parents sometimes need different information. They don't need the student's version of it. They need direct information and um, uh, direct information on it, and like the statistics and the facts on bullying, and what to do to help, or what to do to help their child. On the students resources for students, I have a video clip that shows bullying that happens in, but it is a cartoon, but I felt the message that gets across is great for students. So then at the bottom, I just have some things to like help stop cyberbullying, bully prevention. So overall, I felt that this was a great experience because it's something that I would really like to do in my own classroom. I felt that the information that I came up with would be great for students and parents to see, and also the future employers that I'm trying to showcase myself to for a job. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm open to anything. Thank you for watching.